MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arrows and the Thunder. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Bruce Cartwright gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Stepping into the box, Rolando Valido, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 1-0. Here's a pop-up now. Ryan is there. 1 out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Into the box now, Alton Kramer. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Cartwright has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Kramer is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Right to him. And that's the second out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Settling in now, Chet Tierney. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Here's the first pitch to him. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Josh Hansen will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Into the box, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Brian Cannon.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think this team can rest on its laurels right here. I know they've won 6 out of their last 9 ball games, but they come into this ballpark today, hostile environment. They're going to have to swing the bats early and get it going for the boys.
Now the 1-1 pitch to 1-2 now. Swing and a liner, but foul. He'll try again. 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Milton Otto. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. One out, nobody on. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Scott Franchise, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 287 the average coming in. 5 homers and 19 driven in. The 1-0.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
2 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. High chopper to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And it's fouled away. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. So here's the cleanup hitter, Muhammad Butts. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Into the box now, Antonio Nunez, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. As a look, now the pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Ball three.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Butts stands at second with no outs. Called strike two, and now it's full 3-2. And he misses there for ball four, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Robinson.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Robinson Schwabenland. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's set, and the pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second here with nobody out. Two and one after the foul ball there. Has a look, now the pitch. And another foul ball. Ball three. 3-2 now. Adam Turner is on deck. And here's the 3-2 from him. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Striding in, Adam Turner, who was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Here's the 0-2.
One ball.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
At the plate now, Will Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready with the 1-0. Lifted into center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping in, Mike Hayes. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball. And this is low. Ball 2. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Tierney moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Coming to the plate now, Saul Worthing. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Michael Lopez.
Now at the plate, Michael Lopez. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park.
Oh, no, that hit him. And he is in there.
Batting second. The shortstop, Hal Hale.
So digging in now, Hal Hale. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
To short. In the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Josh Hansen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Josh Hansen.
Here's the pitch. In there for strike one. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in the switch hitter, Rolando Valido. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Third inning, no score to this point. Popped him up. Lopez has to look over his shoulder, but he's got it for round number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alton Kramer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope,
Lays
that's
off
the ball.
1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ball
2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in for his first at-bat, Tiny Ryan. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Tiny Ryan.
And the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Grounded to the right. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Bruce Cartwright.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Bruce Cartwright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
0-1 count and the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian Cannon.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Cannon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
4 exercise.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the 4th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Chet Tierney.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 11, Mohammed Butt.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mohammed Butts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Otto over to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Digging in, Antonio Nunez. He drew a walk his first time up. And the pitch. Low for ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. This is foul right side. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And set to go is the rookie first baseman, Milton Otto. Pitch on the way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Ball two with a sinker that runs off the inside. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Grounded up the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Scott Franchise is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. From the stretch. Left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder. Still ranging back. And that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
To the plate now, Mike Hayes, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. No outs, nobody on. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
Full count, 3-2.
chopped up the line to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 8, Saul Worthing.
Digging in to try it again, Saul Worthing. First delivery to him on the way. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And now a pitch on the way. Right side, but it's well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now batting, third base.
Riding in once again, Michael Lopez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's kicked out.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now batting, Hal Hale. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. To 2-2 now. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Robinson Schwabenland. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
0-1, here it comes. Fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. And that misses 2-2.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam Turner.
Ready for another chance? Adam Turner comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Cannon will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 48, Will Hernandez.
Stepping in, Will Hernandez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off for the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So here now is the pitcher, Josh Hansen. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. And he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Jerry Conway gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Conway.
Digging in now, Tiny Ryan.
For the Thunder, the second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Swing and a liner. Here comes another 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now in the box, Bruce Cartwright. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
0-1.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Nunez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Left fielder, Brian Cannon.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Cannon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
0-1's the
Hey,
count.
there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now. Two out, nobody on. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. To the top of the lineup, stepping in, Rolando Valido to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Standing in, Alton Kramer. First pitch of the at-bat. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Line drive to left. Cannon is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Right fielder, Chet Tierney.
Coming to the plate now, Chet Tierney. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
The count now at 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ready with another 2-2.
3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Bounce towards the mound. Knee high, he barehands it. Fantastic effort, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Stepping into the box, Milton Otto. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Otto.
First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind it early 1 and 2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Scott Franchise will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. From the stretch.
Nope. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they move on top 4-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of his zone.
So now to the plate, Mike Hayes, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No hits to this point. Line to the right side. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Base is empty here with nobody out. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Turner comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Standing in, Saul Worthing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Lopez.
So striding forward now, Michael Lopez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And the pitch.
Count 2-1.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We're through 6 full. Tennessee is out in front here, 4-0. Brett Sanders is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Brett Sanders.
7th inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Sanders has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. High and deep down the left field line, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Robinson Schwabenland, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Adam Turner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired.
For the traditional 7th inning, correct.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Hal Hale.
Hale.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 the count now. And the pitch. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems. But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
First things first, here's a throw over. Runner back safely. At the plate, Tiny Ryan, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a move over to first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Pitcher number 14.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Andrew Arellano will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Out in front of it, strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in.
Ball.
And there's ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw over to the bag and the runner back. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He's set. Here it comes. Too low. 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Two out with the man at first. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Milton Otto would be next. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Eric Mensch has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Will Hernandez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Devin Myers come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. In there, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Very high, 2-1.
Ball.
3-1 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Wow, not sure what they're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's got it. The second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Digging in, Rolando Valido. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Christopher Meadows is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Milton Otto. Pitch on the way. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Ready to take his hacks again, Scott Franchise, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Hayes.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes. First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The 1-2. Weak roller right side. Scooped up. A toss behind the back. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The Thunder are out in front here 4-0. Now at the plate, Alton Kramer. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Oh, that's off the plate.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Chet Tierney. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. the 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So stepping in, Muhammad Butts. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Guy Eaton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Eaton.
To the plate now, Antonio Nunez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two out, nobody on. Lays off, and it's 3-0. Robinson Schwabenland would be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Robinson Schwabenland. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Counts 1-0.
A 1-0 delivery. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd, it seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Tennessee took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Bruce Cartwright notches his third win of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Josh Henson was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.